So I got this email this morning from Redfin talking about a fixer-upper here in South Florida, actually in Fort Lauderdale. So I want to share something with you. When you see this, you're going to realize that flipping houses isn't what we think it is or what it's been purported to be. It's completely different.
Your source for profit. Hear what you need to know to succeed in today's real estate market.
So I get this email this morning and it's from Redfin, and it shows this property at 2830 Northeast 60th Street. It's a fixer-upper, needs TLC, $742,000. Now, I know this neighborhood really well. It does sit on the water. It has ocean access, but it's fixed bridges. For those of you who don't know, fixed bridges are bridges that don't go up and down and have limited ability for boats to get under. Only certain heights can get under these bridges. But this property here, which is probably built in the mid-60s, actually it was built here, as you can see, in 1970. So it's an old home. It's only 1,861 square feet, and they're asking $742,000 for a fixer-upper. I showed this to a buddy of mine today who lives out in Indiana. He's like, well, that's a small home. No. Small home where you live. Here, that's a decent sized home east side of Fort Lauderdale. But nonetheless, that shows you the effect of this market on people who are trying to flip homes. Now, here's where it gets really interesting. When you look at the properties that are for sale, active and closed in the neighborhood, this property is the cheapest property available in the market. Cheapest one. As you can see here on the screen, you've got this one here is $988, $1 million. You got another one here that is basically $1.1 million. So one sold at 705. This one here sold at 705. Another one sold at 1.2 million. These are all built at about the same time. They're all, about the same size, 2,000 square feet to 1,800 square feet. They all sit on the water. So these are direct comparables. And what you're seeing is a neighborhood that's in flux, that's in change. So some of these properties are probably going to be either torn down and rebuilt or completely renovated. I met a guy probably 10 years ago in a forum who said he used to make all his money on developer flips. He would find properties very high priced like this and go to developers and say, I'm going to sell you this property. You can go ahead and build something else. That, I believe, is where the market is for flipping in South Florida. When you can find a property like this, where you can find a property that is basically tear down ready. This isn't something that people are going to live in. This is something that, actually, it's occupied, which is funny. But you're not going to get someone to pay $1 million for this particular property. But if you go ahead and purchase this property, and it's on all the different networks, it's a really crappy looking property. They're not even putting up a lot of pictures. They're put up one picture. That tells me this thing is a dump. I'm probably going to go see it just because I got to take a video of it. I got to see the inside of it. But for $742,000, for $742,000 for this property to be sold, rehabbing isn't going to be the question. Now, like I said, these properties are all in between. Here's one for 1.3 that's being listed right now. Here's this one sold at 1.25. This one's active at 1.1. There's some spread here, but where the real money is going to be is when a developer can get in here, tear this down, build up a 4,000 or 5,000 square foot home, sell that house for, $2 or $3 million. That's where the money is. That's a kind of flipping that makes sense. All the gurus that are out there telling you about flipping houses is great and how you can just find a deal and flip it. Not in South Florida. Not anymore. You're going to have to look. And these are the type of deals that are built-in equity because it's built in for the future. It's what people moving down here want to see. Stay tuned. I'm going to keep telling you about these properties.
Your source for profit. Hear what you need to know to succeed in today's real estate market.